Alright, so here are the matchups, 12v12, and then we're going to start with the middle matchups right here, Mercedes versus the Graffiti Trackhawk. Alright, so this is how it's going to work. We're going to run 2 races, alternating lanes, and the fastest time between those 2 runs will be advancing on. Here we go. Trackhawk, easy win. That is a 221 with a 5, 225, 9. Alright, we're gonna run these again, alternating lanes, to not make such a long video. If I see gappage, aka a car length of a margin of victory, I'm not gonna even bother running the second race. We're gonna do this for this one since this is first one, but from here on out we're just gonna race one race if it's way too large of a margin of victory. Here we go. Alright, let's see. Yep, same result, 223 with a 1, 226 with a 5. So the Trackhawk is moving on. On to the next one, the blue tint Trackhawk against the Lancer Evolution. Alright, here we go. Oh, the Lancer took that one. And that is a 224 with a 3, 226 with a 3. So 224 with a 3 is the time to beat. Alright, alternating lanes. Oh, close race. That was right lane still. 225 with a 5, 225 with a 6. Alright, so the Mitsubishi Lancer is advancing. There we go. Next matchup, Nova versus the Risk Charger. Alright, here we go. Good race. It's the Charger, 223 with a 4, 224 with a 6, so 223, 4 is the time to beat. Alright, here we go. Okay, the Nova taking that one. Is it enough? Yes it is, 222 with a 5. Alright, so the Nova advancing. This Charger is out. On to the next one. We've got Caprice versus the Hooker Trackhawk. Alright, here we go. Wow, not even close. So 223 with a 4, 228, 3. Yeah, that's a one and done. Alright, so the Hooker Trackhawk will move on. Caprice is out. Next up, we've got the GCPD Batman Charger against the Pink Hood Trackhawk. Here we go. Oof. Race 223 with a 1, 224 with an 8. Switching lanes. Charger will take it. That's a 222 with a 4, 227, 0. Charger moves on. Pink Hood Trackhawk is out. Next up, we got the really cool looking glitter Charger versus Team Hot Wheels Nova. Alright, here we go. Nova will take it. That is a 221 with a 7 versus a 222 4. So So 221.7 is the time to beat. All right, here we go. That was a Charger this time, and that is a 222 with a 4, 224.5, so not enough. Alright, so the Team Hot Wheels Nova, we'll move on. Glitter Charger is out. I don't think I'm putting these in the correct order, but I did take a picture, so I'm gonna fix them once this is over. Anyways, next matchup. Got this Supra right here against the green Charger. Alright, let's go. Wow, green Charger, not even close. 223 with a 6, 225. Yep, that's a one and done. So the green Charger, moving on, Supra is out. Next matchup, we've got the pink Charger versus the black and gold Goldie 2, I believe, Charger. Alright, this should be pretty good. Let's see what happens. Pink Charger with the win. 223 with a 1, 226. Switching lanes. Alright, here we go. Oof, black Charger and 221 with a 9 versus a 225. So black and gold Charger will take that one. Alright. Black and gold Charger will advance. Next up, we've got this blown Charger versus the camo Charger. Alright, here we go. Wow, not close. So 223.1 versus a 224.2. That will be a one and done. All right, next up, here we go. We're gonna run them again since the margin was 223 versus a 224. So let's see what happens if we switch. Blue Charger still wins. 222 versus a 226. Alright, so the camo Charger is out. Blue Charger is in. I'm running out of battery, so flash is currently down. Next up, we've got the Buick versus the black and gold Charger. Alright, you can't see the Buick, but it's there. Let's see what happens. Black and gold Charger with the win. 224 with a 3, 225.2. Alright, switching lanes. Here we go. Black and gold Charger still took it. 225 with a 6, 226 with a 5. Alright, so my Buick is out. Black and gold Charger is in. Up next, we've got the Cheerios Charger versus this is the tricolor Charger. Alright, let's see who takes it. Whew, close race. 222 with a 7, 223.6. Alright, we've got the flashback. Here we go. 222.7 is the time to beat. Let's see what happens. Oh, the Cheerios, I think, got him. Yep, 221. It actually got faster in this lower lane. What the heck? Alright, so the Cheerios Charger will be moving on. Alright, last race of the first round. We've got the Hooker Charger versus my other pink Charger. Alright, here we go. One last spot. Let's see who takes it. Oh, the pink Charger in the right lane. That is 225 with a 5, 229. Switching lanes.